This has been one of the best patches Wild Rift has ever made. The meta has completely changed and everyone is looking to play the most OP champions with the most OP items. I've been spamming the game and watching high elo Chinese games all week to find out which champions are the best and which ones are struggling. I've put a lot of effort into making sure I am providing you with the best information and explanations possible. Before we get into it, comment below on which champion you think is the strongest on patch 4.2. This patch has completely changed the ADC meta, so we'll start there. With the addition of Shield Bow and the rework to Phantom Dancer, hyper carry ADCs like Kai'Sa, Vayne, and Tristana are dominating the Dragon lane. Thus, our god tier champion of this patch is gonna be Kai'Sa. With the changes to her passive to make it easier to unlock, and the addition of the reworked Phantom Dancer, an absolutely insane item on her, Kai'Sa is dominating the meta. She's pretty much always picked or banned in China. Being played in every position, world champion Envy Long is dominating with her in the jungle, but her best role is definitely still ADC to make sure that you have a well-rounded team comp. If you do want me to review Envy Long playing Kai'Sa jungle, comment below. Moving on to the mid lane. The minion spawning changes have actually had a big impact in the mid lane. Minions spawning quicker makes roaming even harder, and the minion aggro changes have made ranged champions stronger. You can auto attack poke melee champions and take less minion damage than before. Additionally, ranged minions having more range means that melee champions need to walk up further to last hit, allowing ranged champions to poke them even more. All these changes, in addition with the buffs last patch, have pushed Orianna over the edge and have made her the god tier champion of this patch in the mid lane. Her strong wave clear and shield allow her to survive even the worst matchups. She scales extremely well and has very strong team fighting. Her super big range is also a great counter to the current hyper carry ADCs. The support meta has also changed quite a bit. Supports usually adapt to whatever ADCs are good. For the last little while, engaged supports have been the best, since hyper carry ADCs have been quite weak and the best ADCs were always supportive ADCs, like Varus. Now that hyper carry ADCs are strong again, enchanters have again become very strong, and especially the god tier champion of this patch, Lulu. Lulu is by far the best enchanter for hyper carry ADCs. Her second ability gives a lot of attack speed and movement speed, while her passive provides on-hit damage which synergizes great with the high attack speed of hyper carries. Her ult is also a great defensive tool to help you peel for your carry. Lulu is amazing at enabling the best ADCs right now, like Kai'Sa, Vayne, and Tristana. Jungle didn't have massive changes. Dragons spawn faster and there is only one herald now. Games are quite a bit faster, so snowballing has become more important, especially for junglers. Last tier list I had Lee Sin as the god tier champion of the patch, and he has only become stronger since then. His extremely strong early game allows him to snowball and close out games quickly. His ultimate also gives him a lot of flexibility in the later parts of the game. A good kick on the enemy carry can turn around losing games. Lastly, Baron lane has had almost no changes. However, due to the meta shift, a champion that was already extremely strong has been pushed into god tier. Jax's ability to quickly take turrets allows him to open up the map and force teams to react to his split push. His amazing dueling forces enemies to send multiple champions to stop him. And Baron is now easier to take than ever, so if the enemy team commits multiple members to stop your split push, it will be an easy Baron for your team. Jax isn't only good at split pushing though. His low cooldown Counter-Strike allows him to dodge a bunch of damage from auto attacks in teamfights, making him a great counter to hyper carry ADCs. So this is my tier list for patch 4.2. If you have different opinions than me, please discuss them below. Thank you so much for watching, like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Wild Rift content.